Hello, and welcome back to the Quiet Corner. If this is your first visit here, I'm Adriana, and this is a place to rest and relax. Maybe you're up late night scrolling, looking for something that isn't loud, or maybe you just got home and you're eating dinner alone tonight, or maybe you just clocked off your shift, got home, and your feet haven't even stopped hurting yet. Or maybe today was just a lot. I'll keep you company. It's okay to rest. It's okay to just be. You won't find any loud commentary here, no tutorials, no high energy gaming, no jump scares. The world outside has enough monsters. Not in our village. We play in peaceful mode. I'll build while you rest. Let's get started. Take a deep breath. In today's episode, for episode 2, I'm still going to be exploring, seeing if I can find some villages that I can get some goodies from, maybe find some more resources, do a little bit of mining, but I'm still exploring. I haven't quite yet decided where I want to build my first home. So let's get settled in. Take a nice deep breath. Tuck in with a blanket on the couch or on a chair or in bed. Whatever works for you. It's been a long day, so I've got my cup of tea. I'm going to be sipping a little bit as we go along. Feel free to stay hydrated too. It's very important. Water, juice, milk, mild tea. That will help for sure. I'm so glad you're here. I'm very new to the Minecraft world. Quite a few years too late, but better late than never. And this is going to be just more for running in the background and trying to build a cozy little cottage and really make it just how I like it. But most importantly, it'll be a community for us to just hang out, relax, keep each other company, unwind after a long day. Because nowadays, these days seem longer and longer and more hectic than I ever remembered. And while sometimes we might not be able to do anything about how hectic the day was or all the things that we had to accomplish, but what we can control is how we relax and recharge afterwards. One of the best ways to be able to face a new day tomorrow is to relax tonight and recharge. Now, as I play, don't feel obligated that you have to always track the sound of my voice if you drift off. That's wonderful. That actually means that it's working, that you're relaxing. Don't feel like you have to watch the gameplay. Like I said, I'm just exploring, going from village to village right now, just looking for resources. So there's nothing really that you have to watch. If you'd rather rest your eyes, close your eyes, that's fine. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. This isn't one of these high energy server games. That's fine. This is simply for us to watch, rest our eyes on if we wish, which is perfectly fine. What a lovely little area here. Nice big trees. All these cute mushrooms. Let me see if I can get a few slices. You never know when I might need one. I haven't fully figured out all these recipes and crafting items. Like I said, I've only been into Minecraft for a little over a month, and most of it has been in the wiki, just learning how to do things. And I'm mostly interested in building and decorating for the aesthetic, but we'll see what I can find. Always kind of good to get familiar with everything. And as we get settled in, I've just taken a few more sips of my tea. Don't forget to roll back your shoulders, yawn a little bit if you wish. A little yawn, relax your jaw. Don't forget to relax your forehead so you're not frowning without realizing it. All of the tension just drain away from your neck and shoulders. One of the things that I immediately liked about Minecraft is that after a long day when I'm playing, it really lets me sort of just zone out enough. And sometimes all the rapid thoughts run through my head. My brain is trying to make sense of the day that just went by, things I have to do tomorrow, or whatever's still unsettled from the day, but it usually passes. I just let my mind drift. I don't fight the thoughts. Let my mind figure out what it needs to. Let it plan ahead. And then I can escape into the scenery, all the animals, the sounds, little things that I have to do. So yeah, one more time, take a nice gentle breath. And if you wish to comment down below and leave a note, let me know how your day is going. Let me know what your favorite tea is. I'm drinking orange pico with a little bit of milk. I'll have to remember this spot. Hitting F3 here, I learned that you can press F3 to get the coordinates, but I learned that there is something called a lush cave biome underneath that azalea tree. I was reading up on the wiki that when you dig down below that, but I have to get some resources before I do that, so I'll have to come back here later on. But I learned that if you follow the root system and follow the soil down, there's all sorts of lush. There's plants, there's these glow-in-the-dark berries, there's moss, there's more trees. So lots of clay apparently. So it'll be fun to come back here and visit. For now, just going to keep walking around. I may or may not be a little bit lost, but that's okay. You never know what we can find. Let's see if I go this way. Let's explore a little bit more. Let's see what we have here. Might be able to get some nice resources. You know, even though sometimes the day might be tiring, it does help to sometimes pick just one small thing that went right today. So the one thing I'm picking is, I about an hour ago finished actually recording episode 1. This is episode 2. And if you haven't seen it, I'll leave the link down below. But this is a new adventure for me, creating a little online community and wanting to have a place where I can game and relax and also, you know, have like-minded folks hanging around. Love to meet you all in the comments. Leave any comment that you like down below. Let me know one small thing that went right for you today. Let's hang on to those little glimmers of good. Looks like we've stumbled upon a little village. Let's see what we've got. Oh, excuse me, sir, don't mind me. I can see you're trying to take a nap. Don't mind me while I'm exploring. When I first started playing, my literal first few days of playing Minecraft, and you know how it is, you're just exploring and you haven't read all the wikis or the blogs or instruction pages or any other online tutorials yet. And I thought the villagers used actually these items in these treasure chests. I didn't know that that was a game mechanic, that it was the game was making these available to the player, meaning me. So I felt so guilty borrowing some of these things. But as I learned, it's okay to take those items. And it's actually meant that way to help the player make progress in the game. But yeah, the first 2-3 days, it's like, oh, those villagers will need it. I'll only take a little bit, leave them the rest, and then I would come back and then wonder why the items would be left untouched in the treasure chests. So then I read up on it and I was like, oh, okay, this is all from me, the player. They're not actually using those items. Well, that's how you learn. Live and learn. Oh my goodness. So yes, do forgive me if any of you are more advanced Minecraft players. I am strictly here for the learning experience and exploration. It's going to take me many, many months, I think, to even get past beginner level. Alright, time to sleep. Now I do have to admit that I did pick up a little gaming habit that I do, and it has absolutely no impact on the gameplay, just a little thing of mine is any item that I don't use, I just put it, especially if the villager is struggling with it or can't reach it, I put it outside of the house or in a slightly easier to reach area so they can have a better time with it. Gives me a little bit of storage space too if I have to have temporary lodgings like I do here, and borrow one of their living spaces while I'm moseying along, exploring house to house. And it's usually the blast furnace is usually the one that the villagers struggle with the most, and especially in some of the plains villages, the blast furnace is encased in cobblestone and in brick, and so the villager is always there in the corner trying to reach it. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out for the longest time what that poor villager was going on about, until I realized they had climbed up onto the edge of the stove to try to get to the blast furnace. So I learned that if you don't want the villager there constantly squeaking away and having a conversation, struggling with trying to reach that blast furnace, then yes, you better dig it out and place it outside where it's easier for them to become employed with it and have that as their occupation. Excuse me, sir. Yes, the game gave a neat design here, putting the Fletcher's table between two other tables, but I'll leave it for now, I think. Maybe not. Alright, time for more breaths. Breathe in. breathe out. Let the thoughts of the day just drift on by. Don't worry, your brain will sort it out. And you know, it's okay if you have a lot to think about. Just let the thoughts come and go. You don't have to fix everything right now, but you can have little thoughts. Maybe if you just relax, maybe that idea will come to you, or that solution. One of my favorite little sayings that I always say is, if something's bothering you, just let it stew like a soup for a little while. Let it simmer. You don't have to, actively think about it. You can just let your brain do its calculations in the background. You never know. If you relax for a little bit and think of something else, or focus on relaxing, you might come up with a solution for whatever was troubling you earlier in the day. It's like when you lose your car keys or misplace your glasses, you can't find them. Sometimes it's just best to give up for a few minutes, not think about it, and then, aha, a few minutes later, I know where I left my glasses. And there they are, right where you thought of them the second time around. But when you're first searching for them, oh, good luck. But if you let your mind relax a little bit, it usually finds the solution to the problem. And find, what else do I have around here? Take one of these. So in episode 1, I mentioned that in each episode I'd give a little bit more of my backstory each time. And one of the reasons why I'm creating this community is for everyone, but also I have a special place in my heart for caregivers and and healthcare workers. I myself have just finished being a caregiver for over 5 years for my elderly folks who have since passed away, and this is a next step in my healing journey, and I'm hoping along the way that I can create a channel and a community that I wish I had known about or had at my disposal when I was needing to relax. And don't get me wrong, YouTube was wonderful for ambient sounds or ocean sounds or nature ASMR or background ambient, absolutely. But I wanted now to create my own little corner for anybody that needs a safe space, and a place where we all understand what it's like to be caregiving or being a stressed out parent or having a very high stress job or anything that life can throw at you, really. Because so many times we, just to cope, have to give up so much of our strength. And a lot of times we forget to replenish that strength. So it's my sincerest hope that this is going to be one of the communities that you feel safe in coming to and spending time with us, letting yourself drift off into sleep. Maybe listen to us in the background while you're washing dishes, or if you have to study even. Oh goodness, studying for exams or things like that. So stressful, I get it. Sometimes you just need to have something running in the background so you can focus. So yeah, let me keep you company. Let's keep on going together, one day at a time, one episode at a time. Oh, it's raining. How lovely. All right, let's listen to the rain for a while. I don't know what it is about rain and why it's so soothing. I think that's what they call white noise. I read somewhere once that rain is steady enough and just has this hum to it that it's called white noise, but apparently does a lot of people sleep. So if you drift off, don't feel guilty. You don't have to watch the screen. You don't have to track my voice. If you Doze off? Hey, all the better. It's exactly what this is created for. I love Lily of the Valleys. Growing up, that was the base note for the first perfume I ever remember Mom buying for me. It was from this store called, what was it called? Crabtree and Evelyn, if I remember correctly. It was at our shopping mall, and there were these little bottles of Lily of the Valley perfume. Of course, like every little girl, Mom, can I have that? But she agreed, and I don't know why I chose Lily of the Valley out of all of them. I didn't even know what it would smell like. I never even tested it. I just liked the sticker on the bottle. And wouldn't you know it, I've liked it ever since. Funny how that works out. It's just like somehow I just knew. Little serendipity. Get a little bit of coal here. Pick up a few more resources. But yeah, life is funny sometimes and full of little coincidences and serendipities. Like, how would the younger me just somehow by instinct know that I would forever love Lily of the Valley as the... Oh, sorry, Mr. Bat, excuse me. As the fragrance. And yet there it is. I just somehow knew. And nowadays, young folks call things like that glimmers, where sometimes some tiny little positive thing happens in your life, and they say, hold on to that glimmer. Yeah, serendipities, glimmers. Sometimes we used to even joke in our family, call them coinky dinks instead of coincidence. Oh, that's just a coinky dink. Or it was meant to be. Or everything was in its place, or everything was in alignment. Yeah, sometimes the universe just works in strange and mysterious ways. Getting sleepy myself as well. Let's just see what we can find. Ooh. Was I here before, or is this a new village? Or did I just make a big circle? Hang on. Oh no, I think I'm finding my way back. I believe. Or have I? Well, let's just explore. Mhm. Well, somebody got stuck on the roof there. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll help you out shortly. Let me just poke around. See what we can do. See if there's any nice little treasures I can help myself to. Oh, a nice book, some bread. Wonderful. As soon as I said bread, my mind immediately made a picture of a nice sandwich. I guess I must be maybe starting to get hungry. I was thinking of bread in the game and my mind just goes, oh, you want a sandwich. What my mind is picturing is maybe a panini bun, some mozzarella, tomatoes, and maybe some onions. A little bit of mustard and mayonnaise. Maybe some aioli. This is definitely not going to be a cooking channel, but when I saw the bread there, it popped into mind. Mind you, for some people, cooking is very relaxing. All right, there, sir, there you go, or ma'am. Little exit point there. But yes, cooking can be relaxing. Obviously playing computer games. I do like to cook as well though, but I like computer games a little bit more. I was reading the wiki for this and apparently I will be able to cook some suspicious stew, some rabbit stew, cookies and pies in here, so I'll have to learn how to do all of that eventually. Luckily, playing in peaceful mode, I won't get too hungry, if at all, I think, but it'll still be fun to learn how to do all of that. Pardon me. Excuse me. A little crowded in here. What's your favorite sandwich? Is there anything in particular? Bacon, lettuce, tomato, or roast beef sandwich, or avocado toast? Maybe. Oh, excuse me, horse. Are you stuck in that tree? Let me see what's going on over here. Well, you're not stuck, but you definitely look like you're a little crowded in there. Well, I'll see what I can do to help you out in a minute. few extra resources here. See if I can get some wood. Nobody's using this at the moment, so I think we'll be good. That's another thing I sort of picked up as a habit. I don't know if it's useful or not, but each time I find a new village, I leave myself a little bit of like a hub with a crafting table, usually a small or large chest, and at least a furnace, because you never know when you might be passing by and need to craft some tools or do some reorganizing or whatnot. I guess, like I mentioned earlier, like I said, I'm quite a beginner to this game, so maybe some of the things I do don't make too much sense, but here we're just playing in peaceful mode for aesthetics, and we don't have to worry too much about invading mobs and such. But another thing I like to do is in each village help them increase their villagers a little bit by giving them more beds so they can grow their families. It's the same thing, sometimes you never know. You might need to have more people in the village, and yes, I know the village pauses after you leave the area, but if you ever pass by and need to use that village for a couple of days or whatnot, it's good to have a couple of extra villagers around. So I always like to give them a few more places to sleep so they can start bigger families. Oh, potatoes. Another comfort food. Potatoes, French fries, mashed, boiled, baked, roasted. See what I want to do. I haven't quite decided yet of what I would want. Got the church over there, or the tower. Maybe I can go get a few more resources. And I still haven't decided where I want to really make my permanent home. Let's see if this cave is worth exploring. Forget to keep yourself warm and cozy. If you're getting chilled, tuck yourself in with a blanket or even throw a sweater over your shoulders. Stay warm so you can stay relaxed. Now is the time to take care of yourself. You've given it your all today. Let's just recharge. Goodness, even pro athletes need rest days. They take travel days, they take rest days. Especially pitchers in baseball after they pitch a big long game. Oh, they definitely get a couple of days rest, and that's why baseball teams rotate pitchers. But for us, We just have to take opportunities like this. Just as much as I'm encouraging you, I'm also giving advice to myself and going, yes, Adriana, this is for you too. You have to remember to unwind and recharge as well. Can't be go, go, go all the time. Now, how are these folks getting up on that roof? Oh, they must be trying to get at that smoker, I wonder. Oops. Let's see how we can get this knocked loose. Aha. Oh, there you are. Jumped off the roof, did you? Oh, nice and easy, nice and slow. Let me just put this here in a safer spot. So you can be with your friends. Be a little bit closer to your friends here. This is one of the meeting places where that bell is. There we go, much better. Clear out a little bit of the weeds here. Get some of this long grass out of the way. Good stuff. Oh yes, I almost forgot about you, Horsey, but let me fix this up, but be careful. I don't want to bonk you, accidentally boop you so that you think I'm hitting you. I'm not. Just carefully trying to make a little bit more room for you. There you go. Maybe if I put a tree around here, it'll look less barren. That's a good spot. Get rid of. Alright, let me see what else I can do. Did I remember to check every door and check every building? I think I did. But I do remember. Oh yes, there it is. Remember seeing this? So I was quickly passing by. I'll make a little bit carefully without bumping into this. Let's make it a little bit easier for the bees to get out. Ah, there you are. I thought you might be in there stuck. Is your friend in there? Hello? Still have to be a little bit careful with bees. Here you go, Mr. Bee. We make a little bit more room for you so you can fly around. I don't know if it's just you in there. Is there anybody else? Alright, enjoy. It's another little habit I picked up as I've been learning this. And I know it doesn't really make that much difference in the game, but I just try to sometimes to make things a little bit nicer or fix things up a little bit, or if an animal is stuck or if a villager is wandered off somewhere, I try to get them back. Sometimes this game can resemble real life a little bit, but I do have to admit it is relaxing. So let's keep exploring. Then you can doze off. Even I can kind of hear it in my voice, so you know what, let me just finish poking around. and I'll let the music carry us out. Play for a little while longer, but even I'm getting sleepy. So I will sign off with saying that I wish you pleasant dreams, peaceful night, and give yourself kudos for making it through another day. You did it, and I'm proud of you. Good night. Be safe. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next episode.